And thanks for joining us today. My name is Matt Scherer with PMA Practice Transitions, and I cover all of Ohio and Western PA and assist dental professionals in selling and buying practices. And my colleague is?
I'm Joe Gordon. I do exactly what Matt does, but I do it for Indiana and Northern Kentucky.
And today's topic is?
Today's topic is curb appeal of the practice that you're looking to sell.
Yes. Why is curb appeal so important, Joe?
Well, it's the first impression that anyone gets when they walk into your practice.
That's right.
Whether it's a patient or a potential buyer of your practice, it's going to be their initial impression, and it's going to really set the tone for whatever comes after that.
Absolutely. And here's a question for all those dentists who own their own practice today. How many of you, when you enter your practice, enter through the rear door of your practice versus the front door of your practice? Why is that important? Well, if you enter through the front door, you get to see what the patient experience is like entering into your practice. And it gives you a good idea of what your practice looks like from the outside and what it could potentially look like from the inside from a buyer's perspective. Think about it, Joe. If you have a practice that looks run down from the outside, what are you going to think about that dentist?
You're not going to think much about it.
Right? You're going to probably think maybe they do not so high or good dentistry.
Absolutely.
So it's important to take a look at your office, walk through the front door of your office, see what the patient sees, and if you can, try to clean up the clutter. Paint, carpet, new paint, things like that doesn't really cost you much. But it can go a long way in the buyer's mind, because as soon as they walk in and see that, wow, I'm going to have to repaint this place or recarpet it or whatever the case might be, automatically they're knocking dollars off the sale price.
Oh, absolutely. In your reception area or any of the common areas within your practice, take a look at them. It was probably nice that you sponsored that Little League team back in 1984,
yes.
But we don't really need that up on the wall anymore.
Right.
That probably could be replaced with something more contemporary to make it look just a little bit better. Look at your lighting. Again, if it was in 1984, we've gone to these things called LEDs now, and they make a huge difference in the appeal of a practice. The same with your exterior. If you have exterior lighting, make sure that it works, it's functional, and it's appropriate, along with your landscaping. Just because you put that bush in 20 years ago doesn't mean it still needs to be there.
And or signage, because maybe that bush 20 years ago was this big and now it's this big and you can't see the signage or whatever else is going on there. So yeah, definitely take a look at that. And if you're not the person that is good with that type of thing, there's people that you can hire to come in and kind of interior designers / decorators and help you out. And again, we're not talking high dollar stuff here. We're talking low dollars for high reward.
Exactly. Even changing, countertops. If they're the old pink chartreuse color of the 1970s, let's get rid of that and throw some stone down there. It doesn't cost that much and really makes a pop when people see it in the office.
And just declutter your office. Everybody's, you've had your house, your office for 30, 40 years, you collect stuff. Look at things, and if you haven't used them, get rid of them. It's going to go a long way in the sale of your practice.
The giant shredding machines
right.
that come, they'll bring them to you, and you get rid of all those records in the basement.
That's right. So, well, that's all we really have today for curb appeal. Certainly we can talk probably for another hour about sprucing up your office and things you could do, but we'd like to leave you with just that short little nugget for you, and hope that you take some of the information that we talked about and put it to use. And if you like us and like the segment, please give us a thumbs up, and please share it with your colleagues and your friends. Thank you.